Again, it is that time of the month, which means it's time for me to provide you my August debt payoff and net worth update, so let's get into it. Colleagues, welcome back. On this channel, we aim to serve as an informative resource that empowers professionals with their life, career, personal finance, and freedom. Today, I will be providing my August net worth and debt payoff updates. I do these monthly updates to have each of you join me on my current journey of debt payoff as I join you on yours. Also, I present on things that don't always apply to my specific situation to ensure a holistic representation and consistent barometer that provides more insight on how I paid off my student loan debt and progress on my net worth over time. Now, starting with my debts, I always break them down by the type/provider, the amount, principal and interest, the interest rate, the minimum, and the due date. To remind you, I don't have credit card debt because I try to pay my credit cards off each month, and I also don't have a mortgage. However, one life update is that I was in a car accident. I was okay, but my car definitely was not. It was actually a total loss. Luckily, it was not my fault, but unluckily, the other driver did not have insurance, so I had to go through my own insurance and was able to get a rental and then later purchase another car at a 0.9% interest rate, which means I now have an auto loan. Don't! So my first debt that I'll go over is the new auto loan. The provider is Auto Financial Services. The amount, principal, with no interest at the moment because I just took it out, is $17,400. The interest rate is 0.9%. The minimum is $500, which is the payment basically. And the due date for the payment is the 10th of the month. Furthermore, for my other debts, my 5 federal student loans still each has a $0 payment and are due at the end of the month. Actually, let me explain that really briefly. My loan payments are zero due to the excellent income-driven repayment plans, or IDR plans, that I took advantage of. These IDR plans each link your payment to a percentage of your discretionary income via your adjusted gross income, or AGI, and your family size. Sorry, that's a lot of terms, but I'll have definitions on the screen for you. And more insight into my situation, my AGI when I applied was based on my income taxes for when I was a student, where I made less than $19,000 that year. Thus, my loan payment is zero, and I will definitely go more into that in more depth with these IDR plans at a later date. However, moving on to more of the details, my 5 federal student loans are as follows. Like I mentioned, they each all have a $0 payment and are due at the end of the month. My servicer is Mohila. For loan number 1, it has a total of $13,755 with interest of $2,400 that's accumulated on it at a 6% interest rate. Loan number 2 has a total balance of $24,230 with $2,950 of interest that's accumulated on it at a 5.5% interest rate. Loan number 3 has a total balance of $13,045 with $915 of interest that's accumulated on it at a 6% interest rate. Loan number 4 has a total balance of $13,875 with $615 of interest that's accumulated on it at a 5.25% interest rate. And loan number 5 is the loan I'm currently paying on and has a principal and total balance of $26,250. Since I paid this at the end of the month, the interest that's accumulated on it is zero and the interest rate is 5.75%. A good update, during August, I paid a lot more than I did last month. I paid a total of $2,700 towards loan number 5. This is because I actually used some of the leftover insurance money to apply to my loans due to the auto loans' relatively lower interest rate compared to my student loans interest rate. Another update is that I'm still getting half pay with my job, but I did obtain my licensure to practice, so that should change soon with an update for my pay as I complete my on-the-job training and begin my travel assignments for work once I'm licensed. I actually do have to get licensed in other states for my travel assignments as well, but at least the first step will be done. Thus, focusing back on my debts, my student loan debt is a total amount of $91,155 with a principal of $84,275 with interest that's accumulated of $6,880 at an average rate of 5.65%. Also, you may notice, if you've been keeping track of these updates, the principal does not change each month on these 5 federal student loans. Now, I'm not sure if this is true for all federal student loans or loan servicers, but for my loans, it seems like the interest accrues or is added on the side and doesn't actually affect the principal. I will have to see if this process continues after capitalization. So thus, my total debts are negative $108,555, kind of going in the wrong direction there. But and that's broken down by my student loans, which was $91,155, and my new auto loan, that was $17,400. Okay, now for more of the positives. Now my assets, which I break down each month by the type/category, the estimated value, and the purchase or inception date. Now I don't have the assets of investments, real estate, or a business. However, with my employer, I should be eligible for benefits such as retirement plans after 90 days of employment. Moving on to the assets I do have savings in a retail bank, as well as I added a new savings account with an online/investment bank, as well as a car as an asset. Now my car value did change due to the new purchase. Also, my savings increased significantly, mainly because I'm trying to build up my 3 to 6 month emergency fund while making progress on paying on my debt. So for the update, I still have some savings in the retail bank, but I also use part of the insurance money to establish a 3-month emergency fund in an online bank, which I'll break down starting with the car. It's a compact coupe valued at around $19,000. Cash equivalents at savings in a retail bank has a value of $1,000, started in 2016. The cash equivalents and savings in the online/investment bank is $5,000, and it actually has an interest rate around 1%. Thus, my total assets add up to $25,000 in total. So a summary of my assets and debts, I always break down by the type, the asset value, the debt obligation, as well as the net value. So on the recently purchased car, it has a value of $19,000, and then it has a debt obligation of $17,400 for a net value of $1,600. For my savings, they have an asset value of $6,000 with a debt obligation of $0 on that, since there's no debt obligation. And thus they have a net value of positive $6,000. For my student loans, which of course have no asset value, but they do have a significant debt obligation of $91,155, which will equal a net value of negative $91,155. Thus, the total amount, which equates to basically my assets minus my debts, equals my assets of $25,000 minus my debt of $108,555, which equals negative net worth of negative $83,555. Lastly, looking at my assets and debts progress from the previous month to this month, I always break it down by the type, the value last month, the value this month, as well as the interval change. So for my assets last month, they were positive $13,700, and this month they were positive $25,000 with an interval change of positive $11,300. My debts last month were negative $93,425, and this month they are negative $108,555 with an interval change of negative $17,130. My net worth last month was negative $79,725, and my net worth this month is negative $83,555. Thus, for August, my estimated net worth is negative $83,555, and the year-to-date change is negative $1,885. So those are my updates for August. Kind of had a little backtrack because of the accident that was unpredicted, but luckily I was okay, and that's a more important thing. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more videos to keep me out of accidents and to stay on track with your financial progress. I wish you all the best on your journey. Later, colleagues. Have a great day.